Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Elisa Maria Designs. Welcome back if you're back, and welcome if you are new. I am so happy to have you here. I just grabbed myself an espresso. I have my own little barista station somewhere over there. Somewhere over there. It's very close to my desk. I am following up on Woman in Gold by Gustav Klimt. This rendition, I've done one rendition already with Diamond Painting Shop. This rendition is the iconic, the epic Woman in Gold by Diamond Dots. Here's how far I've gotten. And when I sat down with my espresso, all my pens, you guys know me. Okay. When I sat down with my espresso and I was looking at this, it was like my eyes were just coming into focus. And I noticed, I just worked on this yesterday and I really didn't sit down with it, or maybe it was the lighting in the house, because I did really sit down with it and looked at my work and made sure these were all down really well. But this morning, new perspective, right? You have new eyes, you're looking at things, and I'm looking at how those little metal ones that I have here, this gold, what is this called? Deep gold metallic. How they're real tiny too. I have some in the tray, but I'll open them up. See how they are? See how they come? See how they, am I in the shot? See how they look like they can go either way, but when you actually put them in the tray, and I'll put some in the tray for you, they actually turn the right way, because I was like, which way is the right way? Duh, dummy. I get goofy sometimes. Pre-coffee is goofy. So once you shake them in the tray, of course, it's the gold side up, duh. And it's called dark gold metallic. So that would be the right side up. So these guys kind of recess down, which is such a nice effect. And then you have the next color, which I believe is K. And I think that she went back. Yeah, she did. She did go back. They kind of lift up a little bit. So you have this texturing on here, and then you have these beautiful jewels and this chocolate brown and black together. I remember this painting when I did it with Diamond Painting Shop. So I know all these little squares that come up, and they're like their own little mosaic. They're like their own little portrait. So being that this is a special edition diamond painting, for Labor Day, I wanted to get into, Klimt used symbols throughout this entire painting. And if you're interested in any of them, I did a deep dive into Gustav Klimt's work, and especially on this. And a lot of the symbols are hidden in this portrait and what they mean. But I really wanted to take a dive into Labor Day and the labor of love that this was. And so I'm going to start working. And then, because I think it's kind of intense, I'm just going to do a voiceover. So I'm just going to work, and I will I'll just read my script that I have written out for this. And I will see you in a little bit. I'm going to get set up. I am getting myself set up to paint this section. So hello again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a special diamond painting for Labor Day. And Labor Day is a time to honor the hard work and dedication that goes into everything we do, whether it's a job, a passion project, a creative hobby like diamond painting. As you know from the introduction, I am working on this beautiful canvas of Gustav Klimt's iconic Woman in Gold. And I wanted to take a moment to reflect on the symbolic significance of this artwork on a day dedicated to labor. Labor Day is traditionally a time to celebrate the contributions of workers and the value of hard work. It's a day to recognize that behind every finished project, there's a story of effort, persistence, and dedication. And in many ways, diamond painting embodies these very principles. Take a look at this piece, for example. Woman in Gold isn't just a painting, it's a masterpiece of intricate detail. It is rich in color and symbolism. And I think about that with each drill I place. Each drill I place is like a tiny fragment of a much larger picture. Much how, like each small effort in our daily lives, contributes to something bigger. Whether it's a completed project at work, a personal achievement, or in this case, a stunning work of art. Before I started to work on this piece, I did a video, which I think will drop on Saturday, today, later on today. I was working out a few kinks in this canvas. So, reflecting back on that video, I had some issues with the canvas, and it was that the cellophane was too tight. And there were some deep creases that needed to be worked out. It took some time and effort. I think it was about 20 minutes to properly prepare the canvas, but that's part of the process, isn't it? Sometimes before we can dive into the work that we love, we have to smooth out the rough edges and deal with the unexpected challenges. I was so eager to just jump into this canvas and start working, but there's a deeper appreciation for, I think, pre-starting it, and then while you're working on it, like I'm working on it now. So I mean, I could have just jumped in. I could have just said, oh, the canvas will smooth itself out, if I'll just leave it out. But I did that once in my early diamond painting journey, where there were these deep creases, and then when I finally got to them after I had already laid some drills down, it was impossible then. The drills were falling into that crease. So I have an appreciation for this piece of artwork, and I wanted it to be pristine, as pristine as I could have gotten it before I start working on it. But also, as I'm diamond painting now, and looking at my work, and I'm enjoying it now. I know that there's not anything on my mind about the diamond painting not being, I'm going to hit a patch, in other words, where, oh gosh, I'm coming up to that crease and it's going to drive me crazy. So there's an appreciation of the work that you are doing. And I've said this a few times, not enough. And I think I want to, as I keep going down this journey with my diamond painting, I want to keep reiterating to you that before you sit down, before you begin a new project, or if you're in the middle of a project, to really just sit down and look at the work, look at the detail, look at the tools that you have, and just have an appreciation for being able to do this craft and being able to create something beautiful, and just for everything that goes into supporting your creativity. As I work on Woman in Gold today, I'm reminded of how much labor goes into not just our jobs, but into our passions and our creativity. The act of placing each drill is meditative, almost like a tribute to the countless hours that have gone into mastering a craft. And much like the labor celebrated on this day, it's a reminder that every small effort adds up to something truly remarkable. Working on this canvas feels especially meaningful today. It's a beautiful reminder that art, like any form of labor, requires patience, dedication, and a lot of love. The Woman in Gold is a symbol of opulence and beauty, but it's also a testament to the skill and perseverance that Gustav Klimt poured into his work, qualities that resonate with the spirit of Labor Day. As I was stating earlier in the opening, how much work did go into this canvas, and that I did do a master class on Gustav Klimt, on Woman in Gold, and The Kiss. And next week, for Throwback Thursday, I'm going to be doing a class putting the two of them together, The Kiss and Woman in Gold, and looking back at those diamond paintings. I do remember Klimt must have done about 100 sketches of Adele. And if you look at this diamond painting, You really can't decipher whether she is standing or sitting. And that's what I love about this portrait. If you were to look at the pictures that he sketched, she was originally sitting in this big fanned out balloon armchair, and her arms are resting and her hands are folded, and even her hands. She was very, very, very self-conscious about an injury of her finger, and so she was always hiding her finger. And I don't know if this is the pinky finger that is so prominent that he actually made that a symbol in this painting, or if it's the way that she's clutching her hands. But there's so much to love about this painting, and so much that he captured of Adela, young, died young, died in her 40s, early 40s. This opulent necklace that she has on that was a gift from her husband, these beautiful jewels that she had on, but all the symbolism that he incorporated into the gown that she is wearing, the evil eyes as like a form of protection, her initials that are in the background. It's just, so much thought went into this. I think that this painting actually took maybe 3 to 4 years to complete. And I think I may have in the masterclass. If I have it, I'll go back and review them. But if I haven't, I would love to put some of his sketches up. I think what I did do is direct you to Art and Culture on Google. And they had a little slideshow of the work that went into Portrait of Adela. So as I continue to place these drills, I invite you, my dear, dear, dear subscribers, to reflect on your own work, whether it's a job, a hobby, or a personal project. Take a moment to sit down, maybe when you take a break from whatever it is that you're doing. Take a break, take a moment to appreciate the effort you put into the things that you do. And remember that every bit of labor, no matter how small, contributes to something greater. today just isn't my day. I don't know what happened. John and I just had a conversation, and I was so happy that I caught it all on video, and then I looked up and the camera was not rolling. So I completed, you know, what I had left over, which was just the check marks, and I think I caught most of it. But then, of course, I don't know why. He wasn't near me. I didn't move it. I'm trying to blame my husband. He wasn't near me. I didn't move it, but it stopped filming. And I was showing him. I wanted him to see the jewels and what they look like, and how they, you know, they recess down and then they come up. And then this morning when I was looking, I think I had my other camera here, I was noticing all the patterns now that I didn't see with my naked eye, but I was looking at it through the camera, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so interesting, all these patterns here and the little accents. And so here we are. Here's where we are with Portrait of Adela. And he looked at it and he was like, oh my God, she looks like you. I'm like, really? You think she looks like me? And he said, yes, I think she looks like you. But he loves, you know, all this gold in here, and so do I. And so there you have it. There you have it. Our beginning steps on this luscious painting, Woman in Gold, Portrait of Adela. Oh gosh, it just, what I love about this, you know, and speaking about Labor Day, and it looks like so much labor went into this, you know, my work, but it couldn't have been simpler, you know, the way that I decided to approach doing this, from what I've learned along my journey here with confetti. So if you're interested about the way that I am using my release paper to make this so easy to do, I mean, I did this square in about 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it just, this is so, it's just so beautiful to look at it. And it's just as like, I can understand why Laura's friends and family are like, will you make me one? Because it's just, I can't even imagine. I only have 3 little squares done. It's just so opulent. I can't even imagine what the rest of this painting is going to look like. So thank you for joining me on this special day. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And I have some exciting news coming up next week. I look forward to sharing more of my journey with Women in Gold with all of you. And I hope you take some time to reflect on the labor that goes into your own creative process. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Enjoy the day. Keep creating that world that you want to live in. And I will see you, as always, in the next one.